In this session, we will be discussing about different operations that you can do with tuple in Python. Now the operations allowed in tuple, you can see the first type of operation is concatenation, then repetition, membership operation, and slicing. So this is why I repeatedly tell you all these operations we have studied with list and string. So we are just going to repeat it. The only difference is that right now we will be working with tuples. Now with concatenation operation, you can join two tuples together by using the plus operator. It is also used for extending an existing tuple. Okay, so in this way you can extend or you can add more values to the tuple. Now under repetition operator, you can repeat the tuple element as many number of times by using the star operator. Now with the membership operation, you can check if an element is available inside the tuple or not by using either the in operator or not in operator. And finally, the slicing operation, I told you this is cut. Now using the slicing operation, you can cut a tuple into smaller pieces and you can extract the exact portion of the tuple that you want to work on. So now let us see the examples for each one of them. So the first program will demonstrate how concatenation operation works with tuple. So in the first two statements, I have created two tuples, tuple 1 and tuple 2, with these values inside it. Now in the third statement, I am trying to create a new tuple, tuple 3, by concatenating or joining the elements of tuple 1 and tuple 2. So tuple 3 will have all the elements in tuple 1, 1, 2, 3, 7.5, lengths, comma, then all the elements in tuple 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, and learn. So after that, when you print tuple 3, you will see the entire content of tuple 1, comma, tuple 2 will be printed out. When we run the program, we'll see that. Now in the next statement, I want to add a new element to the end of an existing tuple. So here you can see to the elements of tuple 1, finally I am concatenating with a single element tuple. I already discussed with you, if you want to make this as a single element tuple, after the element you have to give a comma. So don't forget that. So if you don't give a comma, this 100 will be taken just as an integer, then we will not get the intended result. So now the content of tuple 1 is 1, 2, 3, 7.5 and lengths, and after lengths value 100 will be added by this statement and it will be stored into tuple 1 itself. So after that, when you print tuple 1, you will get the result as 1, 2, 3, 7.5 lengths, and after that 100. Now you can also concatenate multiple elements to a tuple. In the next statement, you have an example for that. So here you can see to the elements of tuple 1, you are just joining 30, 40, and 50 to it, okay, as a new tuple. So now the content of tuple 1 will be 1, 2, 3, 7.5 lengths, and 100 is already there because we have added it. And after 100, 30, 40, and 50 will be added. And in the final statement, when you print the value of tuple 1, you will see the content of tuple 1 just like this. Okay, so now let us run the program. So now our program is ready. Let me save it and execute it. So here you can see the first print statement is printing tuple 3, where we have combined tuple 1 and tuple 2 to produce tuple 3, right? So now when you print tuple 3, you can see it has the content of tuple 1 and tuple 2 inside of it. Now in the next statement, I am adding 100 to existing tuple 1. And after that, when I print tuple 1, you can see now tuple 1 has all the elements inside it plus 100. And finally, I am adding 30, 40, and 50 to tuple 1. So now tuple 1's values are extended. You can see it goes to lengths and up till 100. And after that, 30, 40, 50 are added to it. Okay, so now let us continue. This program is used to demonstrate the repetition operation with tuple. I have created a tuple with variable tuple 1 and with these values. There are two strings inside it, lengths and learn. And after that, in the next statement, I am creating tuple 2 by repeating the value of tuple 1 3 times by using this star operator. So now when you print tuple 2, inside of tuple 2, you will have lengths, learn, and after that again, lengths, learn. After that again, lengths, learn will come. So which means the value of tuple 1 is repeated 3 times and stored into tuple 2, so that when you print tuple 2, you will get this result. So now let us run this. So now let me execute it. You can see the result. lens learn is coming 3 times. If you want to repeat this 5 times, you just have to change this 3 to 5, save and execute. You can see now it will repeat 5 times. So now let us continue. Now in this program, we will study how to work with membership operation on a tuple. So here also we have tuple 1 with these 2 words inside it, lens and learn. Now in the first print statement, I am trying to print true or false based on this operator in. So in will check whether value learn is available inside this tuple lens learn. So here you can see this is positive, right? This word learn is available inside tuple 1, in which case this entire thing will evaluate to true and print will output that value to the screen. Now the next print statement, it is checking whether string hi is available in tuple 1. You can see hi is not available. So in this case, I will get the result as false. Now the fourth print statement, we are going to work with not in operator. So if you understand the in operator, you just reverse the logic, you will get not in operator. So first I'm going to check whether string learn is not in tuple 1, right? But you can see it is there. So in which case not in will return false because learn is actually available inside tuple 1. In the last print statement, it is checking whether the string hi is not available in tuple 1. So you can see this is true. Hi is not available inside tuple 1. So this print statement will print the result as true. So now let us run this. So now our program is ready. So let me execute it. Now our program matches our discussion, right? The in operator, first it identifies learn is inside this tuple. So it is returning true. And in this print statement, you can see not in was actually trying to find out whether learn is not available inside tuple 1, but it actually found it there. So not in will produce the result as false. So now let us continue. Now with this program and with the next program, we will be studying about slicing operator. We already studied slicing operator with string and with list. So if you understand that concept very well, thus we can finish it in no time. So before we start, let me write the index values for this tuple. If you try to find the length of tuple 1, so if you give the function len with tuple 1 as the argument, it is going to find the length of this tuple with value 7. So now let us see how the slicing operator creates the output based on this print statement. So the first print statement, it will cut tuple 1 with index value 1 to 7. It will start cutting at index value 1, but the higher index, it will stop cutting one value before what you have written here. So if you write 7, it will actually cut from 1 to 6, not to 7. Of course, we had the same discussion when we studied string and list. Okay, so it will cut it over here. That is with index 6. So the output is going to be 7, 8.9, G, 67, 21.4, and lens. Okay, so that will be the output of this slicing operation. Now we go to the next print statement. Now here, I want to start cutting at 0. So it will start at the very beginning and then it should stop until the length of tuple 1. So you can see the length of tuple 1 is 7. So you can go from 0 to 6. So which means that is this entire tuple. So this print statement will print full tuple as the output. Now the third print statement, I am trying to cut tuple with index value 6 in the beginning and 2 after that. See, this is kind of an illegal entry, okay, because I'm trying to start cutting at 6 and go up till 12 with positive values is not allowed. So here you can see if the first index is bigger than the second index, then the output is going to be an empty tuple. So this is what you get for this print statement. Now with the fourth print statement, you can see inside the slicing operator, the first value is missing and the second value I have given as 5. So if the first value is missing, it is assumed as 0. So this is equal to 0:5. In this case, I will start cutting at 0 and I will go up till one value before 5. So I will stop it at 4. So the output of this print statement will be 5, 7, 8.9, G, and 67. And the last print statement, here you can see I have given the first value but the last value is missing. Now in this case, last value will be taken as the end of the string. So now we will start cutting at index 3, and from there it will go to the end of the string. So the output of this print statement will be G6721.4 and string length. So now let us run this. So now let me execute it. You can see the output exactly matches our discussion, right? So here you can see when you give the first index value bigger than the second index value, the middle print statement at line number 7, you can see the output is coming as a blank tuple. The rest of the output I already discussed. So now let us go to the next program. Now in this program also we are continuing our study with slicing operator. Now before we start with the program, let me write all the positive indexes on the top and negative indexes below the tuple. So now let us start. Now the first print statement, you can see actually the slicing operator can take 3 values inside of it. But if you don't provide the last value, it is assumed as 1. But here I have changed the value to 2. So let us see what happens. Now I am slicing tuple 1 starting at index 0. So it will cut at index 0 and it should go up till length of tuple 1. So if you find the length of tuple 1, it is going to be 7. So now it will cut up till 6. So basically it takes the entire tuple, and now you see we have a step size of 2, which means when you slice this tuple, I don't want all the elements inside it. I will start from the first element, so 5 will be printed, okay, and after that it will add 2 to the index value of 5. So 0 plus 2. Now I will come to the value which is stored at index value 2. So after 5, 8.9 will be printed. Then I will add again 2 to the existing index value 2. So I will jump to 4. And now I will print value 67. After that from 4 I will jump to 6. And I will print the value length. So that is going to be the output of the first print statement. Now we will discuss about the second print statement. Now here I want to slice tuple 1 by using negative indexes. So negative index also works the same way. So first it will find out where I have to start cutting. So -6. It will cut over here and it will go up till one value before -3. So here you can see this is -3. So one value before. At -4 I will stop cutting. Okay, so the output of this print statement is going to be 7, 8.9 and G. Slicing operation should be familiar to you. I didn't provide any start value, I didn't provide any stop value, and the step value is given as -1. So this trick we have used to reverse a list and a string, and it works with tuple also. Now the output is going to be the reversed version of tuple 1. So the first value, if I don't provide anything over there, will be taken as 0, and the second value will be taken as the length of the tuple, which is 7 in this case. So now the slicing operation will start at 0 and it will go up till 6. So we are taking the entire tuple, and now using the step size of -1, I will traverse the tuple in reverse order and I will print it. So the output is going to be length. Last element will come as the first element, then 21.467G. It will go all the way, and the last element is going to be 5 because that was the first element inside tuple 1. So now let us run the program. So our program is ready, so let me run it. So here you can see the result is coming exactly as we have discussed in our explanation, right? Now with negative indexes, when we use -6 and -3, you can see this slicing operation starts at -6 and it goes all the way up till -4, one value before the stop value that you have given over here. And tuple with : -1 will reverse the tuple, and here you can see the result. Okay, it starts with length, it print all the values in reverse order until the last element 5. So with this we'll wind up this video. In the next session we'll be studying about built-in functions for tuple. Bye.